Knife marks on that kitchen table, deep as daddy's word lines. Mama carved through beans and onions, trying hard to stretch her time. Workers eating after sunset, dust still hanging on their clothes. Whole room smelled like sweating biscuits, and the burdens poor folks know. That old table keeps a story in every scar and crooked line. Love ain't polished, smooth and pretty. Sometimes love gets carved by time. Chairs sit cold and empty, silence louder than before. I run my fingers through them cut marks like they something sacred, Lord. Funny how rough wood remembers, hands long buried in the clay. Every groove another heartbeat that the years can't send away. That old table keeps a story in every scar and crooked line. Love ain't polished, smooth and pretty. Sometimes love gets carved by time. So blue through the cotton rows, every poor child knew that sound. Mama carried laundry buckets high, Daddy kept his eyes toward the ground. I chased sparks beside the rail, barefoot kid with skin gone pale. Thought someday I'd ride away from all this hard Delta clay. But life rolled hard like engine steel, no soft mercy underneath the wheel. One day young, next day warm, that's how old souls get born. Daddy fought bosses at the yard, Mama fought silence just as hard. And I watch her love survive somehow through broken years and plow-cut ground. I'm moaning low and long, like a half-forgotten song. And the guitar pounds steady time, like rails beneath the line. There is where this life has been, and every train that shakes the night still feels like one long fight. Mama stirring soup in a black iron pan, Daddy pulling overtime down at the plant, Grandpa on the porch with the evening breeze, playing old blues low through the trees. Tobacco smoke flow through the fading light, crickets sing soft in the summer night. He said, every meal your mama made kept this family from breaking away. 'Cause love ain't gold and love ain't fame. Sometimes it's coffee and a working man's pain. Sometimes it's biscuits at the crack of dawn. Fuel for the soul's gotta carry on. Daddy came home with grease on his shirt. Mama kissed his cheek through the tide and hurt. Grandpa strummed slow on a bottleneck slide, and the whole damn world felt warm inside. Like a midnight train, still hear that kitchen through the pouring rain. Still hear Grandpa hum those blues so low, like a river only old hearts know. Love ain't riches and love ain't pride. It's the fire that keeps us alive inside. Grandpa sat where the boards creaked slow. Sun sank low in a tired glow. Old guitar laid across his knee like I knew his history. Smoke curled thin through the evening air, rocking soft in that broken chair. I was young, just watching him, didn't know where to begin. He said, boy, these strings remember every tear and every scar, and that harmonica cry like thunder, traveling near and far. This might be my last song playing, so listen close tonight. Every note I leave behind gonna guide you through your life. Sang about storms and empty plates, working fields and twisting fate. By my daddy as a younger man, trying hard just to stand. Crickets sang while the night rolled in, harmonica through the wind, and that porch became a stage of truth for an old man and his youth. Now that chair sits all alone, but I still hear every tone and every string I play today. Grandpa never went away. No. Grandma's radio quit working sometime back in '63. Still sits crooked in the kitchen, like it's waiting there for me. Used to play the muddy blues song every Sunday afternoon. Grandma humming by the stove fire, keeping rhythm with the broom. That broken radio still singing Somewhere deep inside my mind, all them voices from my childhood still ain't faded with the time. Now the house smells old and empty, floorboards crying underneath. But I swear I hear Grandma laughing every time that screen door speaks. Sometimes memory needs no power, sometimes ghosts don't need no light. Just one dusty broken radio to bring the dead back for a night. That broken radio still singing somewhere deep inside my mind. All them voices from my childhood still ain't faded with the time. Daddy sharpened knives on Sundays down beside the hardware store. I would turn that heavy wheel, Lord, till my hands got tired and sore. Farmers lined up by the roadside, holding blades worn thin with age. Daddy said a dull knife struggles same as any working man. Hear that sharpening wheel crying, spinning sparks into the dark. Daddy taught me life gets heavy, still you gotta leave your mark. Winter took him quiet one morning. Snow was falling through the pine. Now that old wheel sits there rusting, but I hear it in my mind. Every time this world cuts through me, every hard road, every scar, I still hear that grinding, turning like my daddy ain't too far. Hear that sharpening wheel crying, spinning sparks into the dark. Daddy taught me life gets heavy, still you gotta leave your mark. Mama fed the train each morning before the whistle shook the land. Eggs and biscuits on the table, coffee warm in weathered hands. Daddy rode toward Louisiana, searching work beneath high skies. Mama watched that train roll outward with worry hidden in her eyes. Mama fed the train that carried us through the smoking years of pain. Every meal another heartbeat, every supper strength again. Like a black steel engine thundering through the storm and driving rain. Mama's love became the fire that kept us all the same. Children running through the hallway, barefoot dreams on wooden floor. Mama humming old blues melodies while the freight train cried once more. Now those years are long behind me, still I hear that whistle blow. And I taste those hard-earned suppers in my soul wherever I go. Mama counting eggs at sunrise, cold hands in the morning rain. Every nickel, every penny, trying to keep us fit again. Rooster singing through the darkness, coffee boiling on the stove. I can still hear Mama humming an old church song, soft and low. Oh, Mama, you carried this whole house alone. Built our lives from cracked brown fingers and a heart stronger than stone. Now I wear these city shoes, Lord, but I still see that kitchen light. Mama standing by that window before the breaking of the night. Every scar upon that apron, every wrinkle all on her face was another prayer she whispered just to keep us all in grace. Oh, Mama, you carried this whole house alone. Built our lives from cracked brown fingers and a heart stronger than stone. Old man sitting by the barn door shade, watching years slowly fade away, chewing tobacco, hat pulled low, eyes full of things young folks don't know. Fields once green, now dry and thin, still hear the harvest songs within. Hands once strong like iron chains, now shake softly with age and rain. Old man by the barn door light still holds the dust of a heart alive. Every wrinkle tells the truth, time takes strength from every youth. He said, boy, don't chase, just go. Life gets cruel and people cold. Then he slid that bottle neck slow, played them blues from long ago. Sun dropped low behind the land. He squeezed my shoulder with trembling hand, said, when I'm gone, keep these songs alive. That's how poor souls survive. The old teach more through silence deep, the rich men preaching in the street. Barn door swinging, old blue still breathing. Sun came burning through the morning haze. Daddy walked slow through the cotton maze. Heavy white sack dragging through the dirt. Sweat rolled down through his faded shirt. Old field crow cried across the sky. Mama whispered prayers nearby. I was young, but my eyes could see. Hard times grow like weeds run free. Cotton sack on daddy's back. Life kept pushing, but it pushed back. Poor man's hands torn and black, still carried love through every crack. Evening came the blood-red sun. Daddy still worked when the day was done. Sat on the porch with tired bones, played slide blues in a weary tone. Their guitar cried with the words goodnight. Every dream life never bought. Still it smiled through all the strain, like thunder singing through the rain. Strong man bend, but don't break down. Roots grow deep in southern ground. Daddy's blue still echo through them fields. Grandpa was rocking chair creaked all night while the moths danced round the porch light. He played blues low through worn out strings about life and suffering. He said, I picked cotton at your age, worked them fields like some poor slave. Sun so hot it burned my skin, still had to wake and work again. Rocking chair testimony, hard luck and no misery. But these songs kept me alive through every year I survived. Mama cried through the winter cold, Daddy aged before we got old. Grandpa sang and shut his eyes like he still heard old railroad cry. The harmonica moaned through the dark like a lonely bloodhound bark, and every guitar chord rang true like the delta itself sang too. Understand those songs that played weren't just music slowly made. They were lessons wrapped in pain, passed down like southern rain. stretched for miles around. Daddy's boots beat the dusty ground. Mama sang low while the sun rose red, trying to keep hope fed. I was just a child in the Delta heat, learning pain before I learned peace. Hands too small for the work they gave, still no poor soul got saved. That old foreman yelled like thunder rain, workmen hard till they near insane. Daddy never bowed his head, just spat tobacco instead. Nighttime came with aching back, freight trains rolling down the tracks, and harmonica moans through the dark like a wounded stray dog bark. Mama prayed soft by candle flame, Daddy drank silence all the same. And me, I learned this world turns cold long before I grew old. Now the porch still creaks at night, same old moon, same pale light. But every string this guitar bends brings those cotton rolls again.
Lantern light swaying in the summer breeze, Grandpa pour wine as the night rolled deep. Cheap bottle sweating on an old wood crate, three tired souls staying up late. Daddy laughed low through cigarette smoke, talking about dreams that never woke. Train whistle cry from the river bend, like a lonely ghost riding the wind. Lantern light and railroad wine, broken hearts and borrowed time. Old blues drift through the southern night, keeping lost souls alive. Grandpa plays slow on the old guitar, yards. Every man falls somewhere, but forgiveness keeps you there. Daddy stared at the railroad tracks like he wished he could take life back. And Mama called song from the screen door light, and somehow everything felt alright. Now the lantern gone cold with time, but I still taste that railroad wine. And every blues song that I play brings those old nights back again. Lantern, lantern, railroad wine cicadas sing loud through the evening haze, just like they did in my younger days, back when my brother worked the plow. Lord, they're all gone now. Mama kept beans on the stove all day. Daddy drank silence to pain away. And I kept asking why dreams die young before life's song gets sung. Now these old hands shake when the cold wind blows, but they still remember what the young boy knows, how hope survives through dirt and rain, even when life brings pain. Seen rich men laugh at hungry souls, seen preachers save and gamblers fold, seen little children grow hard too fast, trying to outrun the past. That old guitar beside my chair still carries ghosts through the humid air. Every string hums low and deep, like promises we couldn't keep. And the Delta night rolls dark and wide, like time itself, like the river tide. You can fight the wheel, your let the screen door slam. Ain't no need pretending who I am. Just another old soul passing through, singing these Delta blues. Mama hung washing by the river line. Daddy broke his back in a field by night. I was barefoot running through the Delta clay, trying to run hunger day by day. Old hound barking by the shotgun shack, train smoke rising from the railroad track. I asked the preacher why good men cry. He just looked down and said, son, we all die. Now I rock slow on this porch at night, watching fireflies drift in the pale moonlight. That old slide guitar moans soft and low, like every hard road I used to know. I seen flood water swallow whole dirt roads, seen mules collapse beneath heavy loads, seen boys turn mean from an empty plate, and women grow old while they stand and wait. Back then I thought life owed me more. Now I know what's suffering for. Every scar got a tale to tell, every prayer put me out of hell. And my quest crying through the cypress tree, summer wind humming memories. The wheel keeps turning, don't ask me why. One day you're born, next day goodbye. Now the porch wood creaks beneath my feet, same old heat, same dusty street. But I finally learned what the old folks knew: life keeps rolling whether